Now, as Ondo State prepares to celebrate its Golden Jubilee, civil society group Ondo Redemption Front says that the state has nothing to show for the abundance of resources that it's endowed with. Speaking at a press conference, the chairman of the group, Ayodeji Ologun, said despite having governments without vision over the years, the people of Ondo State will still celebrate their resilience, history, and unbreakable hope, as well as their enduring determination to reclaim the state from misrule and pursuit of a better future. They said Ondo State deserves leadership that builds, not leadership that manages decline.
Transparency is not a favor, it is an obligation. As Ondo State marks 50 years of existence, we must ask ourselves hard questions. Is this the legacy we desire? A state without projects to celebrate, institutions without governance, workers without welfare, and leaders without accountability.
The clarion call I want to make on all the people of Ondo State, within and outside the country, is to the effect that we must rally around the state and save the state from what I would call a suffering of leadership deficit.
In as much as we continue to lament our plight, we continue to, as Ondo Redemption Front, we continue to bring what is going on in the state to the world attention.
All right, well, at this point, let me bring in Femi Lawson, a public affairs analyst who joins me live on the news now, of course, to talk about the 50th anniversary of Ondo State. Femi, I'm very pleased to have you with us this evening.
Thank you, Mike. I'm very much delighted to be coming to speak, of course, from the inside.
Absolutely.
As the senior special assistant to the governor of Ondo State now.
All right,
on public enlightenment. And I listened to that visual, and it is important to say that.
Let me start by asking, as the state marks its 50th anniversary, do you agree with the assessment?
You see, the assessment is not from any point of genuinity, because as somebody who is from here, who is currently here, and who has always been here in Ondo State, I want to tell you that it is just a typical, demonstration of mischief by politically exposed persons masquerading as activists, trying to undermine the gains that we have made as a people of Ondo State in the last 50 years. Recall that Ondo State leaders played very fundamental role in the agitation for the creation of states, which eventually yielded the result on February 3rd, 1976, with the creation of Ogun, Oyo, and Ondo State. So for us in Ondo State, 50 years is not just about funfair. It's about the celebration of our history, the legacy of our leaders, particularly our founding fathers, and who we have become in the last 50 years. And when you talk about achievement, the question is, this particular group, like I told you, this group of politically exposed persons masquerading as activists are actually targeting the incumbent governor of Ondo State, the incumbent administration, which will just be for 1 year in office by February 24. So for us, as far as governance is concerned, in the last 1 year, you see, the uniqueness of our celebration in Ondo State for these 50 years.
All right, Lawson.
Not just.
Okay, if you let me come in at this point, you say
you can come.
You say it's just about mischief, and then they are targeting the governor as well. Why do you think that this is? And to you, tell us what you consider a success story of Ondo State in the last 50 years.
For us as a people, we are unique people. For the average Nigerian, even not just Nigeria, African, globally, Ondo State people are very unique. We have been known as exemplary personalities when you talk about education in Nigeria, when you talk about agriculture in Nigeria, when you talk about pro-democracy, development in Nigeria. There is no way you can discuss democracy in Nigeria, you can discuss agriculture, you can discuss education and development without mentioning Ondo State. So when a group of 4 or 5 people sit in the comfort of their room and say, no, Ondo State has failed in the last. They will need to begin to question the rationale behind the sanity of such claims. And like I said, they have a target. Their target is not about Ondo State at 50. It's about the man who is currently at the helms of Afia, Dr. Lokiori Misahedatiwa, whom they have seen as somebody that they must attack at any given opportunity. In 50 years, as a people, we have achieved a lot. We have recorded a lot of successes, not only in the area of infrastructural development, but in the area of human capacity development. Ondo State has given Nigeria, more than any other state in Nigeria, the human capacity, resources to develop this country. Go back to the history of those who have developed universities, educational institutions, people who have contributed, human capital resources. As far as development of Nigeria is concerned, Ondo State cannot be pushed aside.
All right. Well, there's been a call for creation of state, and how justifiable is this with the story of Ondo and other states, created, 5 decades ago?
For us, the story of the creation of Ondo State, Ogun and Oyo in 1976, and of course the subsequent extraction of Ekiti from Ondo, Osun from Oyo, has justified the need for that agitation led by our founding fathers. And I want to use the word to celebrate those that are still alive, Parube Fashorati, Chief Sendia Bofa, who are still with us. They are part of this celebration. The truth is that it has brought development, it has brought governance closer to the people. If you look at when it was Ondo State, the man who is in, Otu, in Ekiti, the man who is in Ikole Omo in Ekiti, has to report to Akure for some basic, interventions and government necessities. But today, governance has been taken closer to them. All you need to do between your town and Ekiti is about 20, 30 minute drive to assess governance. So while we, of course, we believe so much that it is within the right of the people to demand for more states. But I think as it is now, we need to focus on grassroots governance, which is inherent in local government administration, than creating more states in Nigeria.
All right. And Olufemi Lawson, Senior Special Assistant to Governor of Ondo State on Public Enlightenment, we thank you very kindly for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you for having me.